Ian Ellis. I gotta read my joke.
Read them, baby.
It is exhausting watching this many comedians bomb. I've seen terrorist cells with fewer bombs in this room. They turned the mic off on me already. It's an honor to be here roasting the unfuckables. It's the only room in Chicago with more stretch marks than T-cells. Is this a roast or a diabetes rally?
It's the Make-A-Wish Foundation.
Jock, I haven't seen you since they canceled Third Rock from the Sun. What are you squinting at? Your eyes are chinkier than Leah Eva. I knew we were going to have a lot of gay brothers and sisters here, so I wanted to show my support. I made myself one of these. It's, what do you call it, an AIDS bracelet? Oh. We got our host, Darren Marshall. Where did he go?
I'm right here!
Darren Marshall works in general nutrition, which is weird, because Darren Marshall is to general nutrition what Glenn Beck is to Fair and Balanced.
Roasted.
You look like Snape from that kid's movie, Harry's Pecker and the Sorcerer's Balls. I think it was a Catholic film. I'm going for that Jesus Jewish magic stuff. Who styled that cock hawk on your chin? You look like Megamind's molesty uncle. Speaking of balls on your chin, is it true that Marc Peurye's semen tastes like Baconnaise?
Oh, he does.
I gotta slow down. We got Todd Glover here. Todd Glover is in the Star Wars, the X-Men, and Entourage. Despite the fact that he's straight, I think it's clear that you're the biggest fag in this room. Refusing to grow up isn't a sign of creativity, it's a sign of pedophilia. I'm glad Leah Eva is here because he hasn't been this close to a beautiful woman since he raped that girl in a Darth Vader mask. We got Ricky March here. He's got a website, The Best Comedy Roast. The best roast he's been near is a cup of Folgers before they shut the lights out at the homeless shelter.
Get him, Ricky! That's a snap.
Speaking of roast, he's also a Jew. I can prove it. Hey, Ricky, sprechen Sie Kike? Say hablo es Heeb. I can say that. I'm part of the master race.
Is that Khalil up there?
No, I didn't steal my jokes.
You even steals that shit?
Ricky March looks like a balding Rosie O'Donnell. The biggest difference between you and Rosie is that people know who the fuck Rosie O'Donnell is. And she's got a bigger dick.
Oh my God. Okay, Ricky goes on after him.
And you've never fucked anyone as hot as Kate Anders. And she had her own TV show. And she's been in movies. And she's respected as a comedian. And her friends and family members aren't ashamed of her.
Damn!
You're fired. Andrew Van Antwerp, did he show up?
No,
No, let him have it.
I was going to say, does it bother anyone that Marc Peurye has semen stains older than this kid? Apparently he's not here because his mother didn't sign the permission slip. He's called the Fat Wolverine of comedy. Because every time he works out, his fat cells mysteriously regenerate. Antwerp takes comedy very seriously. It's almost a comedy college for him. I mean, as soon as he showed up, he pledged, Mitch Hedberg! You gotta see his act. Which is great, because I always wanted to see Adam Sandler do David Tell's act in a Mitch Hedberg accent. I can't wait for his first album, Cut and Paste, The Story of a Hack. Antwerp is also a janitor, so if you enjoyed his act, he's not here, Be sure to leave him an upper decker with your phone number on it. He'll get back to you after the show. We got Kate Cullen and Gray Dolan here.
Well, Gray's not
here.
We're going to pretend.
I raced it already.
Play along.
Or as I like to call him, Bebop and Rocksteady. Kate's the kind of girl that doesn't have the voice for radio, the face for TV, or the body of a woman. But you got pluck, and I like that. The biggest difference between Kate Cullen and a troll is that a troll will leave you alone after you answer 3 questions. Her mother wanted to be here tonight, but she twisted her ankle and the vet had to put her down. Kate's the only girl I know with more muffin tops than Sarah Lee. Kate's actually one of the only people here I know. She was an early supporter of my podcast. I love you, sweetie. Thank you for being here. Gray Dolan, the psychic Shiksa. Should I still do my jokes about her?
No.
Gray Dolan.
We don't. No.
We love her. She just got back from New York. She has a cold. She has a bad cold. From New York. Oh, of course, it's colder here in Chicago. Go figure.
Leah Eva is here, presumably to sell us Mary Kay products.
Cash only.
Cash only.
You have a beautiful smile. I can't wait to see it in a funeral arrangement. She's actually Filipino. In Tagalog, the word for a gay man is a bakla. And in the Philippines, the gay men are actually more attractive than the straight women. In fact, the only thing less attractive than a straight Filipino woman is Marc Peurye.
I dated some gay Filipino men. So I know.
That, honey, we taste the rainbow. We know all about that.
That brings me to the men of the hour. It's always been a goal of mine to roast my childhood idols. Yogi Bear and his boy cub, Matthew Shepard.
Oh, God.
You're going to hear a lot of mean things about Marc. You're going to hear that he's gay and that he's Jewish. But I don't believe it. I don't think that you're gay. Because the closest you've come to having a cock in your mouth is that time that you sucked the cream filling out of a box of Twinkies before a Golden Girls marathon. And I know you're not Jewish because Jewish people are funny. I don't think having an ass that smells worse than Auschwitz entitles you to a free trip to the Holy Land. I also don't think Moses wanted to be associated with someone that's best described as a human cum dumpster. And Jews shouldn't sweat bacon. We got Thomas Bottoms here. Thomas will often cry poor to get a free drink, but he actually made a small fortune getting a coloscopy at the sperm bank.
Wow.
Say, Tom, is it true that every time you blow your nose, a tissue paper gets AIDS?
Not in Boy Scouts.
Roast him.
Are we technically in Boys Town?
Yeah, it's 2 blocks that way.
You're like the Fire Island version of Guess Who? Is your character bald and riddled with syphilis? Then you might be Thomas Bottoms. These 2 guys are 2 of the nicest comedians I've ever met. They started the room at Hoghead McDonough's, which is where I started, so they're responsible for me.
You're the babies. You're the babies.
It's all your fault. Damn.
I don't know most of you, but I have nothing but love and respect for anyone that comes up here. Thank you for letting me participate.